In 2024, I quit my 5K per month corporate sales job to do TikTok shop full time, and within just 2 months, I was hitting back-to-back $30,000 profit months. But then it got oversaturated and the money dried up, so I moved everything over to AI influencers. And now I make over 10K per month consistently with maximum of 2 hours of work per day without ever showing my face. But knowing what I know now, if I had to start over from scratch, I know the exact path I'd take to get back to where I am now and how I'd easily hit $250 every single day with AI influencers. So in this video, I'm breaking down what that path is, so by the end of this, you can start doing the exact same thing as me. Let's get into it. So first things first, we have to set up the foundation. So the very first move I'd make before touching a single piece of content is picking where I post and what I'm selling. And this is the exact step everybody blows past, and it's the same reason why most people fail before they can even get started. Because your instinct starting out is to run straight into TikTok and start pumping out whatever niche looks fun. The problem is TikTok buries AI content fast. It gets flagged, it gets throttled, and half the time nobody even sees it. And a fun niche most of the time normally has people who aren't there to buy. So here's the exact foundation I would build upon instead. I post my AI influencer content on Facebook and Instagram in a niche that actually has buying customers with buying power. Not the broke trailer park people who are watching TikToks all day. Because Meta actually lets AI content breathe, and the audience leans to the older side, which matters more than people think. Just think, older audiences have had their entire lives to stack cash. They've got beach houses, they've got a 1989 preserved Camaro in their garage. These older people have so much money, but what they don't have is time or their health, which is unfortunate, but it makes them one of the best buyers for online products. So this is exactly how to get it started. So step one, and honestly the most important part about any of this AI avatar stuff, is setting up your own personal burner account. You're never gonna see the winning videos unless you've primed your For You page to hand feed you what's winning. Like, here's my burner account, Mr. Microplastics. This is an old AI account I used to use. You can follow it. Viewer watching this, I don't really give a shit, but my whole For You page, look, first video is one of these AI videos. What I've done is, if I had a brand new account, you know, this one didn't exist, I would just search up AI Jamaican healer, and boom, I've got all of these videos that are in the AI niche. I mean, maybe not that one, but this one right here, look at that, 3 weeks ago. That's recent enough. June 27th. Oh, that's recent, plenty recent. And he's doing some AI shit. Go over to his account, gonna follow him. Oh, he's following 0. Let's try a different one. Let's go to this guy. Zion Heals here. 0 following. Damn. See this guy. 17 following. Boom. On the money. Who is he following? A bunch of other AI pages. So this is how you easily prime your For You page with this stuff. You just search up AI Jamaican healer, and then you follow these accounts, and then soon your entire feed will just become a bunch of these AI videos, just like this one. I know I'm here on Instagram, but these people are all cross-posting from Instagram over to Facebook. And the reason why we're choosing the health niche specifically, because it's an older demographic, they have all the money in the world. These boomers, they have beach houses, they have a kid in college who's never gonna have to work a day in his life. They've got a 1989 vintage Corvette in their garage. They have so much money, but they're all sitting at like 2 HP. Like, a boomer gets bit by an ant on the golf course and they fucking explode. So they will gladly spend $50 on whatever supplement that you're trying to sell them, which is why we do the health niche on Facebook more so than Instagram, because that's where all the old people are who have money. But the platform and niche aren't going to matter if the influencer showcasing your product isn't someone that people are actually going to listen to or actually going to trust. So you need to build a winning AI influencer. Your AI influencer is basically a fake person that feels completely real. A character with a face, a backstory, a personality, and a world they live in, built to give people a reason to follow along. And if you sat down right now, tried to make your own AI influencer, would you even know what makes someone stop scrolling and trust it? That's the problem. Most people don't, so they end up inventing these weird zany characters that end up flopping, and these creators have no idea why that happens. But the good news is, you don't have to guess at any of this. The winners are already out there showing you exactly what works. And the way you build a good one is by studying the AI influencers already winning in the health niche, then putting your own spin on what's clearly working. And here's how I personally build my own AI influencers. So if I'm just gonna start doom scrolling, I'm gonna start looking for patterns with what I see. So what I see here, it's an older dude, he's black. What's the first thing he talks about? Of course, not gonna show you, but he had an avocado in his hand. So he's showing food in his hands, which we'll touch up on that part here coming up. But that's just video one. You know, it's not AI, we're not gonna care about that. Here we go. Oh, look at this right here. He's got some disgusting ass, who even knows what, and he's pouring apple cider vinegar on it. Once again, old black dude, and he's messing with some food in his hands. So this is kind of just like how easy it is to pick up on what's working with these AI videos. And boom, we've got another one here. Older white dude, and what does he have in front of him? He's got food. Of course he has food. So the reason why all of these videos have food to start, it's an older character, it's because when you're older, you're gonna be more relatable to the older audience. When you're older and you look good for your age, like this dude, you're gonna have some sort of authority. You're going to be somebody that people want to listen to. Now the next part, this is gonna get crazy, buckle in for what I'm about to say, is the food part. So the same way that men look at hot girls is the same way that fat Americans look at food. If there's any food being shown on screen, whether it's avocado, whether it's watermelon, whether it's whatever this drink is here, the American diabetic brain just sees that, and it just like, it like aimbots onto. If you've ever played Call of Duty, you know aimbot just goes like boom, it's an instant headshot. The diabetic American mind aimbots onto anything food related because they're addicted to it. They eat, they can't stop themselves. So anything that has to do with food, immediate scroll stopper, they have to watch. They have to watch the same way that a dude doom scrolling Instagram sees a hot blonde girl bouncing up and down, you know what I'm talking about? They have to stop and watch. Same thing works with diabetic Americans or just overweight older Americans. Anybody who's fat, they just cannot resist food. If you get offended by me saying that, good, have fun being broke. This is just the harsh truth of marketing. This is the harsh truth of America. Everybody's addicted to food. You have to play into that addiction with the hook. So understanding all of these pieces, what's the next part about these videos that we see? There's always some nice background. You know, he's not in a trailer park. He's not in the middle of who even knows what war-torn country. He is in a nice kitchen. He's dressed nicely. He's not some fucking slob with a Pittsburgh Steelers jersey on that's all torn up. He doesn't have stained shirts. His cabinets aren't all stained and rotting. No. It's a nice background. It's a very American looking background. This doesn't look like a home that you're going to find in Syria. It doesn't look like a home you're going to find in Italy. No, this is a very standard suburban American background because the Instagram and Facebook algorithms, they actually push out your videos based on what the background is. So if your background is the Amalfi Coast in Italy, that shit's not going to the American audiences because Instagram and Facebook say, ooh, this is Italy. Italy content goes to people in Italy. First they see this, and the algorithms are so smart. They say, oh, that's a suburban American kitchen. Let's send this content out to people in suburban America, which is who we're trying to sell to. Other than that, those are your big three: is age, food, and then a very American background. Those are gonna be your most important things. And obviously making them just look polished, not like a slob, and having a hook where there's some sort of movement. Like with this hook, he's talking with his hand and he's just pointing at the cup. So you gotta have some sort of movement in the hook. So seeing this as a winning video, I mean, 47 comments, 131 likes, pretty decent. You know, I personally, as the expert here, I think it's a pretty decent avatar. Now I'm gonna take inspiration from this avatar. I'm not gonna blatantly copy this dude, but I'm gonna take inspiration. So all I'm gonna do here is I'm going to take a screenshot of him and I'm going to repurpose that screenshot into an AI image generation software where I can make my own version of him. And so because thinking in 2026 it requires way too much effort, we can just use Claude to do this for us. So here on Claude, look what I do. I upload the photo here, and this one I'm going to ask Claude. So I do some off-screen grinding real quick, but Claude helped me come up with this new persona. So I want Claude to make me an image for my persona, which is an older, handsome white dude who is blonde, has long hair, embodies an age is just a number persona. He's a California old man surfer, but he's standing in a luxury kitchen with a USA flag in the background while holding a sliced up watermelon, and he's wearing a button-up linen shirt that has the sleeves rolled up, and he has a lean, fit build and blue eyes. So all of that combined, he's old, he's fit, he's rich because of the kitchen, and he's holding a bright red ass watermelon, which is just going to freeze the diabetic mind, freeze the scroll right there, right in their tracks. So I want to get a prompt for that, which we're going to make the image for, and it's going to draw from this reference as inspiration. So we're just going to upload that, and Claude's going to poop out the prompt I need. Boom, here is the prompt right here. So all we have to do is copy that. So just come over here to Higgsfield AI. This is where we're going to generate the image. I think it might be down right now, but we're just going to copy and paste that prompt we got from Claude. Nano Banana Pro, that's the most realistic, and we're going to do that in 9 by 16. So just generate, and it will spit out out the image. All right, so then we have our image generation. That is a phenomenal character right there. If you're watching this video and you blatantly steal that, I would not blame you whatsoever. And the goal here, it's not to have the perfect image or the perfect character. It's just to have a believable character with personality. You can tell he's smiling. He's got some surfer dude flow. He's got that red watermelon. He looks rich. He is rich. He's in a luxury kitchen. He has a story around him. You don't just look at this dude and you think, oh, like that's Bob. He ain't got nothing cool going for him. No, that's surfer dude. He looks cool. He's got aura. He's got some backstory to him. You gotta have a character who has some backstory to them. That's what people want to watch. Most people in America, they don't have any backstory. They're just brain dead, doom scrolling social media all day and getting diabetes, eating bullshit foods all day. That's all of America. And these people, they want to vicariously live through your character who's got some aura, got some backstory. Like this dude, you can tell he's got some lore to him. That's who these people want to listen to. That's who these people want to watch. And really quick, if you're sitting there thinking this is a lot to figure out on your own, trust me, I know it is, but AI Creator Lab helps you figure all this out so you don't have to do it on your own. They hand you the character templates, the research shortcuts, and the exact monetization path, and they pretty much cut out all the heavy lifting for you. I came in basically as a complete beginner with AI content, and by month 4, I hit my first 10K month and haven't fallen below since. So if you want this system pretty much handed to you on a silver platter, the link to get started is in the description down below. Anyway, now we have a character people would follow, but even a perfect AI influencer won't perform if they aren't saying the right things. So the next step is to create winning scripts for your character. And here's the part that scares 99% of people off, and it really shouldn't, because you don't have to be some amazing writer or copywriter or world-class author to make a good script for your AI character. Because even the top people, they're just using what already works and spinning that into their own advantages. Meaning that myself and other top creators, we take inspiration from other niches that aren't just AI characters, take those scripts, take those hooks, and then we reiterate those for our AI characters. A lot of beginners, what they'll do is blatantly copy another AI character's video and then wonder why it flopped. It's because the video's already gone viral. It's only got another 2 or 3 times in the tank, and there's another 2 or 3 people who have already reposted with that exact same script. Yes, you can float by making maybe 4K a month if you're just blatantly copying things, but everybody who's making a serious income off of this, they are writing their own scripts, and even if they're not writing their own scripts 100%, they're using Claude to help them write their own scripts while taking inspo from other niches outside of just the health niche or the pet niche or the beauty niche. Because every piece of content you watch can be spun in some way to help sell your product. Even if you're watching the UFC, you can at least find some video inspiration in there to help spin into your own product videos, which is why the most successful beginners in this game, they copy, but they add their own spin to it while still taking inspo from other niches. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. Don't sit there for 2 hours a day trying to write some phenomenal script, because I guarantee it's just gonna flop. See what works, reiterate, add your own spin, and just try and improve 1% every single time. All right, so now that we've got our character, we have to make him say the right things. But if you're a total beginner, it's gonna be very hard for you to just pull out of thin air a winning script. But luckily for you, you don't have to. Easiest thing you can do, just come over here, find a winning video like this one right here, copy the link, paste it here on get the script and get the transcript here, and we're going to take the winning transcript it pumps out, and we're going to upload it into Claude. And we're gonna do this for at least 10 accounts, 10 different videos. We're also gonna screenshot what this character looks like. So we're gonna give Claude our script right here and an image of our character. We're gonna say, Claude, this is a winning avatar who said this winning script. We're gonna do this 10 times, which I've done over here, some off-screen grinding. And I'm gonna say, Claude, what is the winning framework for all these characters, and what are the winning scripts, and how can we make our own winning script about whatever product we're trying to sell? So I've done that, and I asked for a script about a polluted kidney or kidneys. And so now I've got a winning script from Claude. I did have to go back and forth for it a couple times because Claude says some dumb shit in it. Claude's not gonna give you a perfect script every time. The people who are going to fail are the people who over-rely on Claude. There has to be some sort of human judgment behind it. So I have added my human judgment to it, and now Claude knows exactly what I'm looking for. And once you have your script ready from Claude, it's time to take everything and combine it into content you can finally start posting. So I'm just gonna take this script here, and this is the elite ball knowledge here. I'm going to copy only the hook. Here it says, this is a polluted kidney. I'm then gonna come over here to Google VEO3 Flow. It's through Google. That's the one you should use. Don't get ripped off by some random AI website. But I've uploaded our avatar. Let's call him Surfer Dude, right? So Surfer Dude, I've got him uploaded. What I do is I just do this, and this is my hook here. My hook is, quote, this this is a polluted kidney. And I want Surfer Dude to hold up a human kidney and say, quote, this is a polluted kidney. So this is what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say, have the man grab a green kidney from off screen and say the following, quote, this is a polluted kidney. I want no text on screen, no camera movement. So boom. I've got our hook generating, because when he does this, this is Google VO3 Flow, whatever you want to call it. The power of this software is that your character can move around. Godzilla can explode out of the background behind him and start doing the Dougie. With this, you can do anything, but it's limited to maximum 10 seconds long. So when we have a long ass script like this, I don't want to be sitting there doing 10-second chunk after 10-second chunks. What I'll do is, I've got this is the hook. I'm going to take the body and we're going to animate this in a separate software. So this next software is called HeyGen. Just to save myself the headache of making a brand new avatar, let's say John the Sith over here. Let's say this is our Surfer Dude, right? Just for demonstration purpose, this is him. It'll give you a default voice. If we have Surfer Dude, he's obviously from America. We don't want to give him an African accent. We don't want to give him a British accent. It'll auto assign you a voice. We can switch voice.
Hi, I'm excited you're here. This is your voice.
You know, it's an American accent. It sounds like a male American accent. So you can go through, choose whatever voice, just choose a voice that matches what your character looks like. And then all you have to do here, click the little play button and you do quick create. Avatar 4, that's the motion generation engine. So once you click the quick create, now all you gotta do is just paste the script. Avatar 4, that's the motion generation engine I recommend using. You can do Avatar 5. I find that works a little bit better for podcasts. And all you have to do, just do 720p because it takes shorter to generate. You click upload and then boom, you've got your body script. Coming back to Google VEO Flow Google, whatever you want to call it, this is what our hook will now look like.
This is a polluted kidney.
Perfect. That is a wretched ass hook right there where he's holding a nasty ass kidney. Somebody sees that, they're gonna say, ew, what is that? And they're gonna stop the scroll. Boom. All you have to do now, go into CapCut. You're gonna take this as the hook, edit it onto the body, which we've just made here on HeyGen. Simple as that. Add some captions and then post on Instagram. Rinse and repeat for about 3 to 4 times a day. Post on Instagram, post on Facebook, and then that's all you have to do. And after you make your first video, we go straight into this next step, which is posting and optimizing your content. And let me tell you something that took me months to figure out that can save you a ton of time. This is a quantity game, not a quality game. Because when I started, I made one video, same avatar, same script, over and over and over, day after day after day, and only got 2 sales after 2 months of doing it. And I was posting once per day. That is only 30 posts per month, which in my opinion is below bare minimum. Because if you have somebody who posts 3 times a day, that's 90 posts per month. And these platforms like Facebook and Instagram, they need more data to understand who to send your videos to. They're not working against you, they're working for you. But if you don't give them enough information, they really can't help you out. So me giving Facebook and Instagram 30 posts a month, they still had no idea who to send my videos to. Versus if I posted 3 videos a day for a month, that's almost 100 videos, and they're gonna have a much better idea of who to send my video to and who's gonna actually watch it. Because truth be told, posting a single video doesn't really mean anything. The algorithm rewards when you post day after day after day because they want to reward consistency. Everybody and their mom is now trying to do content full time, and these platforms weed those people out if they're inconsistent in their posting. And even if you have one amazing perfect video per week, you're still going to get outworked by the guy posting 3 times a day on a much longer term scale. Because posting effectively consists of 2 major points. Number 1 is posting enough content to see what gets picked up. And number 2 is taking those winners and just doing more of it. Your job is basically to post enough until you find a winner and then just keep spamming that winning video out until it stops winning anymore. And this is literally all you have to do. Post 3 to 4 videos per day, put a CTA in either the description or the bio of whatever account you're posting on, have a comment keyword in the video itself like the word recipe, then set up an auto DM sequence with something like instant DM to then DM these people asking for your recipe, which you'll just DM them some random AI generated recipe with a link to your product. Track all your clicks and all your commissions through Amazon Associates, then use that data day after day to see what videos did well, what characters are doing well, and double down on whatever's working. Because you have to keep improving off of real results. This is not a guesswork game. Numbers do not lie. If you got 1 million views, clearly something worked. If you got 10 views, clearly something didn't work. And sometimes even your viewers will tell you what was good or what was bad, depending on what comments they leave you. Because the biggest breakthroughs normally come about once you've tightened up the quality, built up your page, and found a format that you can just spam out until it stops working. So now the views are finally coming in, but it's not getting to the goal of $250 per day any faster. Let's talk about how all these followers and all these views can be converted to actual money, which is step 5, monetization. And this is the part that everybody clicked for, because once your page is starting to pick up traction, you have to find a way to start turning the views into dollars. If not, you spend all that time building up an account that's never going to see any revenue. And that's the worst case scenario. But there are 2 ways this content pays you. One gets your foot in the door, and one is where the real money is made. The first one is affiliate sales. You drop a link, someone buys through it, and you get a cut. And the second is brand deals and retainers, meaning you get paid just to show up for these brands and feature their products in your videos. And they're giving you a set amount of income every single month, which helps pay for your softwares, your virtual assistants making and editing the videos for you, and it basically pays your rent since it's recurring monthly income. It's the affiliate sales that get you started, but the brand partnerships are what scale this into a full-time income. So let me give you a breakdown of how to get your first sale and ultimately how to scale to $250 per day. So start with an Amazon Associates account. That's where you're going to track all of your revenue, and that's where you're actually going to get your early day commissions, because you'll get your own affiliate link, and every sale that comes from your link gets counted towards your monthly revenue. And this works so well because everybody and their grandma already trusts and uses Amazon. They know that product's going to show up at their doorstep in 2 days. Well, yes, you can make some commissions off of Amazon Associates. It's much more used as a tracking tool than a commission platform, because the real edge are the brand deals and the brands paying you an exclusive commission directly. Because another problem with Amazon Associates, besides the horrendously low commission, is that it can sometimes take 60 to 90 days for payouts. Whereas getting paid directly by the brand, that's every single 30 days. And some of these brands will even pay you 50 to 300% commissions depending on what campaign you're on. I will say, however, this is where it gets difficult to stay consistent, because when you start scaling, the workload increases and it gets tough to keep up. So to stop being a one-man show and a lone wolf who starves, you have to turn what you're building into an actual business and start outsourcing the work. Meaning once you start to see early success, you have a repeatable format, repeatable scripting setup, repeatable system, you clearly have some idea of what you're doing. So it's time to buy back your time and outsource all of that heavy lifting to a virtual assistant, aka a VA, which then gives you your time back to where your only thing that you're worried about is finding winning ideas, coming up with winning scripts, managing the system, and scaling it up. And this is the step where the real money is made, and how I'm only working 2 hours max per day, because I'm not the one doing the heavy lifting. All I do is make the script, find the inspo, and send it off to my team to recreate. And that's the whole path from a fresh account to a faceless AI influencer pulling $250 a day, built on that same model that I use. So if you use exactly what I just gave you, you've got everything you need to build your own AI influencer account. But if you want the heavy lifting done for you, you want the templates, the brand connections, and people walking you through it live, the link to join AI Creator Lab is down in the description below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.